So you know how back in medieval periods they would go and watch public executions? Well, we're gonna do one today. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Trauma Pond HQ. My name's Olivia and this is where we sit by the pond and we have a little chat. And today we're going to watch a narcissist absolutely destroy themselves. I love karma. I really, really do. I remember when this story came out about Colleen Ballinger about it was when it first came out in 2020. And the first thought that I had was about the victim. His name's Adam. And he's got his own channel and everything now. He's doing quite well for himself, but this is a guy that when you watch his videos and you watch Colleen's videos, chalk and cheese. Absolutely, completely different. He's very remorseful for some of the things that he said, but he was a kid when he was saying these things. He still is a kid. Like, I think, what, he's 18, 19? Like, he's still a kid. And she is in her 30s and has zero, absolute zero remorse for anything that she's done. And it all came out yesterday. Really bad. Like, her narcissism has been out there for the world to see, but no one has actually connected the dots. And now she's definitely gone head in. So I can't tell you how many times I have watched her high video and just lost it because it is disturbing just how much she won't take accountability. She keeps on saying that she's taking accountability. In what universe? You're supposed to be remorseful, and she's not. She's never showed any remorse for anything that she's ever done. All of her apology videos are sponsored by ChatGTP, let's put it that way. She's not actually doing apologies or acknowledging her wrongdoings correctly. She's saying them, but it doesn't make any sense. Why would you revoke back on it? Yeah, but I was a dumb kid. It's like, yeah, you know what? I could use my ADHD for certain things, but it doesn't make it right. I could use my past experience. It's not right. There's a difference between saying you're taking accountability and actually taking accountability. It's just absolutely revolting seeing all of this. And she is a perfect example of a woman being a groomer. Uh, and this is her entire career. All of the things that are coming out about her with a book. So the book that she had, one of her fans has actually pointed out all of the discrepancies in that book. There's people that are showing up the certain things about the hot dog page that she had and how she was really upset about how that didn't turn out the way that she wanted it to. But she was happy that it was supposed to reference vaginas to children. To children. If the age of consent in a lot of countries is 16, 17, 18, which I still think like 16 is still too young, but that is not okay for 13-year-olds. Definitely not. She keeps on saying, I didn't know I had to take accountability for parents when I have clearly referenced that I am PG-13. Your stuff isn't even that. Your stuff is 18 plus. And the fact that she is completely unaware of all of this is remarkable. Like, obviously the biggest thing to do with Adam, every time I mention his name, I feel so sorry for him. He's also a homeboy as well. He's from Northern Ireland. I'm from Northern Ireland. It's really, I feel hurt for him. But he was sent underwear at the age of 15, I believe it was. 15? And she keeps on making out that it was out of context. Where is the context that sending underwear to a child is acceptable? Like, that's what I want to know. Where do you think that is okay? And we've all seen the underwear. And I have looked to see the actual underwear of what it is, but I can't find. the actual underwear from the website, but it looks along these lines. So that's not appropriate at all. That's what you expect to see your cheating husband in the glove compartment. That's the kind of underwear that you would expect to find in that scenario. You don't send it to a child. And in this day and age, like, nothing bad is actually going to happen to her other than she will probably, hopefully, get cancelled finally, because it's been 3 years of this. I hope that that's what she gets, but she's not going to get anything more than that. That's the sad thing. Grooming kids, using kids for anything, they say it's illegal, it's not. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. I'm not going to get into that one in this episode, but it's heartbreaking that there are so many victims. So many victims. And she's saying that everything is taken out of context. It's like there is no right context to spread open teenagers' legs on stage while they're wearing skirts. That's not a good thing to do. Do you understand that? No, I didn't think you did. So we're going to look a little bit at this narcissistic victimization. That's what this is. It's not an apology. People are saying that this one that she released yesterday is an apology. That's not an apology. I don't know where people are getting it. That's a victim blame song. She's trying to make out that everything that you are doing, everything that is coming out about her, is you just attacking. You're taking things out of context. That is gaslighting. That is the definition of gaslighting. People think that gaslighting is just lying. It's not. Lies are lies. Gaslighting, the actual technical term for it, is altering a person's reality. That is what gaslighting is. It doesn't just start at the lying. It goes further than that. And this is what we're going to actually watch. So, I'm very sorry if I laugh too hard in this. It is actually quite funny. I will give it, like, this is the funniest thing she's ever done that's entertained me anyway. Colleen, 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 you wrap that noose around your neck yourself. Yeah, I can't sing, it's fine.
Hey, it's been a while since you saw my face. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break. So a lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true though, just as long as it's entertaining to you.
Okay, let's break down the things that you're saying that aren't quite true. Okay, for starters, you're being classed as a groomer. So you sent a 15-year-old boy underwear. You also used him because he was a fan for free labor. You also used people for your shows and told them to wear skimpy clothes so that they could be used in skits. And your fans ranged from very young ages, like 8 years old, to adult. I don't understand what kind of adult would actually be entertained by you. I personally, you weren't my cup of tea. I only started getting to know who you were when the allegations came out the first time. You would spread your fans' legs on stage for entertainment. And if they were wearing skimpier clothing or just wearing a skirt or something like that, that was something that you found appropriate on stage. And they were underage. That doesn't sound very good. Okay, so that does make you sound like a groomer. Not gonna lie. Let's also analyze your book as well. Because you even talked about your book. You weren't happy with it because How to Draw a Hot Dog, which is this one here, you said that you didn't appreciate the fact that it didn't come out the way that you wanted, and it's to reference vaginas. And this book was for under 18s. Yeah, you still sounding like a groomer. What else is there? There's also the fact that people believe that you are, well, obviously I'm breaking down the fact that you're a malignant narcissist. People are also saying that you're also psychopathic because you murdered your dog. Let's have a little look at that one, shall we? Because I find that one very interesting.
Still to this day, and I have like anger management problems. There are times where I'm just like, "Argh!" So I grabbed my dog for no reason, just grabbed the dog and pinched its skin and dug my nails into it. The dog yelps, turns around to protect itself, and bites me in the face. And I got stitches, I went to the hospital, and they were like, what happened? And I was like, the dog just bit me. And then they had to put the dog to sleep because the dog was dangerous to be around. So I murdered a dog.
How do you not get how you come across there? I'm genuinely flabbergasted. I'm not actually, because knowing the type of personality style that you have, I'm not surprised that you don't get it. If you break that down, she is showing an awful lot of anger towards the dog. So much anger towards the dog, even still to this day. So if she was actually remorseful, there would be some signs of sadness, something, or regret. There would be something, but there is nothing. She still shows anger towards the dog because she goes like that. But yeah. So you're saying that these things aren't true. Well, prove it. I know you're trying to prove it, but we got all the other receipts, honey. Let's break down more of your malignant narcissism, shall we?
You guys having fun? All aboard the toxic gossip train. You're chugging down the tracks of misinformation. The toxic gossip train. You got a one-way ticket to manipulation station. Toxic gossip train.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop it at that. It is a good song. I'm not gonna lie. This is the first time that she's actually ever made something that I can actually watch. It's a catchy tune. Well done. I'll give credit where credit is due. It's a very sadistic way to start the song off. You guys having fun? That is a point that narcissists like to try and start off the narrative in your favor before they actually start playing victim. You'll find this in every single narcissistic relationship of whatever kind it is. Like, I hope you're having a good day because I had a bad one. Like, they will always try and take whatever it is that you are having fun with and then turn it for themselves to make sure that you feel bad about what you're doing. Which, you know what? I'm not all about people bullying other people, but when it comes to things like this, I am never going to feel sorry for you. Not in a million years. It's never going to happen. I don't believe that narcissistic people should even be categorized as human, because they're not. I've said this many times before. I don't know if I've actually put this into any of my videos actually, but I'm going to start really pointing this out. Narcissistic people will only ever treat you as a tool or a toy. That is it. You are nothing else but those to them. They will never care for you. They will never have anything for you. You are only something for them to play with or something for them to use to make their status bigger. And Adam was definitely something that was in both of those categories. He was used as a tool for helping her out with her business. And then he was used as a toy of manipulation. Do you see this? Narcissistic people will never see you as anything other than that. And that is why they do not deserve to have human status in my book. You can take it or leave it as that. I genuinely will never put them as normal human beings. Simple as that. So let's move on and watch more of her committing social unaliving.
Tie me to the tracks and harass me for my past. Cause rumors look like facts. If you don't mind the gaps, I won't survive in the crash. But hey, at least you're having fun.
Receipts and all that sort of stuff. Are you saying that a lot of those things aren't real? They're trying to manipulate the situation. So Everything she's doing right here is what gaslighting is. This is the definition of gaslighting. She's trying to alter the situation. She's trying to manipulate the truth. Okay? It's a harsh breakdown, but that's what it is.
I've been wanting to come online and talk to you about a few things. Even though my team has strongly advised me to not say what I want to say, I recently realized that they never said that I couldn't sing what I want to say. So here I am, and today I only want to talk about the facts. So I hope that you'll be willing to listen. Here we go. Many years ago, I used to message my fans, but not in a creepy way like a lot of you are trying to suggest. It was more of a loser kind of way, where I was just trying to be besties with everybody.
Yeah, we've seen those receipts too. Yeah, you're not doing yourself no favors.
It's kind of like when you go to like a family gathering, and there's a weird aunt there, keeps coming up to you and going like, "Hey girl, what's the tea?" And you're like, "Ugh." That was me, but in group chats with my fans. It was weird.
I'd love to know the age of the youngest people that she messaged. Like, we know that they were very, very young. Like, she's been messaging teenagers. This is a woman in her late 20s, early 30s messaging teenagers. That is creepy. Whatever way you want to tar that, that is creepy as hell. So, no. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone. That's all you had to do. Just leave the kids alone. Don't need to talk to them at all. You might think that you're just being, yeah. There's a message that you sent asking if someone was a virgin. I'm pretty sure actually maybe that was Adam when he was 15. Okay, that's gross. You're gross. So gross. Narcissistic people are gross.
I've been sharing my life online for over 15 years. I've poured my heart out to you, and because of that I feel like I'm talking to my friends, but in the beginning of my career, I didn't really understand that maybe there should be some boundaries there. There were times in the DMs when I would overshare details of my life, which was really weird of me. I haven't done that for years, you see, because I changed my behavior and I took accountability.
Accountability, huh? Accountability. You've taken accountability? Have you? Have you taken accountability for what you did to Adam? Taken accountability for your book? She actually hasn't mentioned anything about her book. About how wrong that is. She hasn't said anything. Not really. Seriously. If you want to take accountability for anything, take accountability for that book. Because that was distributed for so many people. And of all ages. Why are you not taking accountability for that one? You have addressed the fact that you sent underwear to an underage child, but you saying that it's taken out of context. That is not taking accountability. That's a backhanded sorry. That's like saying, I'm sorry you feel that way. What is wrong with you? Oh, I know. I don't know. Why do I keep on questioning what is wrong with you whenever we all know it's just because you're a freaking narcissist? What makes her a malignant narcissist is the fact that she used people for her own personal gain to make fun of them and went out of her way. That is what a malignant narcissist does. So malignant narcissists are very sadistic in their approach to people. It's a different style. It's almost malignant narcissism is pretty much in the same style as getting close towards psychopathy. And of course, we've seen that in how she talks about her dog and how she had her dog killed. She used young children on stage, told them to wear skimpy outfits and make fun of them. That's very malignant. That is a malignant narcissist. That's not even classic. So this is what makes her this way. Let's watch some more.
Toxic gossip train, the locomotive's fueled with hateful accusations. The toxic gossip train, steamroll over someone's reputation. Toxic gossip train, hop jump on board, but close your eyes, otherwise you'll realize that the train is made of lies, and that person you despise maybe didn't deserve to die, but hey, at least you're having fun.
Is she actually trying to make out that we are trying to kill her? This is the thing as well. And I'm going to call this now because I reckon that this could potentially happen. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I probably shouldn't say this because I don't want to put it out, but I wouldn't be surprised if she does actually try to do something harmful towards herself as attention. Because these things will not ever actually do something unless it's for attention. Just saying it like that. The amount of, like, it's almost on the cusp of that. That's why it's so hard to distinguish if a person is narcissistic, like malignant narcissistic sometimes, or borderline personality disorder, because that is something that they tend to do whenever they're feeling abandoned. But this is not abandoning, this is targeting. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she would do something as revolting as that to try and make everyone feel bad about what they're doing. Don't fall for it. Just don't even try to fall for it.
In all seriousness, I do think it's really important to hold people accountable for their mistakes. We should hope that everyone can learn from their mistakes and grow and change their behavior and be a better person. And this is something that I've always tried to do when I make mistakes, and it's something that I will continue to try to do. What? Oh, you don't care? Oh, okay.
That right there. That that right there is the epitome of what it is like to be in a narcissistic relationship. I try to do everything for you. Oh, but you don't care. You don't care that I do everything for you. You don't care that I do all of this. You don't care about that because I am a better person because I learn from my mistakes. How about you don't do them? Try not hurting people. Try not putting people down about their size. Try not sending kids underwear. Try not to make a book that is just full of revolting things for kids. Try not doing it. That would work. How did you ever think that this was appropriate? How did you think that this was appropriate? How on earth did you ever think that this right here was going to be okay? Your head is on a chopping block. You even said that your team did not want you to say anything, and you went against them anyway and did it. Now, this is the thing. The reason why she did that, again, that is a narcissistic trait, because narcissistic people believe that they are smarter than everyone else. So do psychopaths. A lot of cluster B traits, they actually believe that they are smarter than anyone else in the room and that they are the victims of all of this stuff, not actually taking accountability for the fact that they are the reasons why this has happened. Colleen. Yeah, I can't sing, but maybe someone else could write a song about it.
I thought you wanted me to take accountability, but that's not the point of your mob mentality, is it? No. Your goal is to ruin the life of the person you despise while you dramatize your lies and monetize their demise.
Wow! Dramatize it. We're going to dramatize it. Okay, yeah, sure, we're dramatizing it. Like I said, if you are narcissistic, I do not want to have anything to do with you in this humanity reign. I'm really enjoying this. Narcissistic people, okay, I'm going to put it like this. The person who I feel so much for in all of this is Adam. Adam, I know that you'll probably never see this, but if you do, just know that from the moment I knew that this had happened to you, I felt for you. And you said in one of your videos that you've been struggling with this for 3 years. That's a really long time. And the worst thing is, she has her cronies that have come after you. I know they have, because narcissistic people always have flying monkeys. And these monkeys go out and cause worse damage than the things that they are. Because it's almost like a cult. That's exactly what this is. It's a cult. And in every cult, you have the followers that will die by the sword because they've been brainwashed by the leader. I am so sorry for everything that you have ever gone through. I feel your pain. And I truly hope that you are getting all the help that you need for everything that you've gone through. because I can only imagine what it is that you've had to deal with. I know what it's like to be involved with narcissistic people, but I've never been involved with it on the scale of what you were involved with. Because it's one thing whenever it's just all your family, it's another thing whenever it's all of your workplace. But to have an entire world go against you for something that was not your fault at all, I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. I don't think we need to watch any more of it. We've all seen it a million times. Catchy tune, I'll give it that. She gaslights the entire thing. It is gaslighting from start to finish. But here's the biggest thing that I really want to point out. Colleen Ballinger has kids. And this is why this is so dangerous, because narcissistic people are actually on their best behavior in public. Behind closed doors, they are a million times worse. Clearly, because this thing happily talks about murdering her dog. Now, just think of it like this. She has kids, and you think that those kids are not going to experience any of this? Her kids are going to get the worst of it. And I'm sorry, Adam, I don't want to minimize what you've gone through, but her kids are going to get this 10 times worse. It's as simple as that. Her kids are going to get annihilated. And I feel terrible knowing what is going to happen to her kids, because as a person who has got a narcissistic mother, I know what it is like. I didn't have a malignant narcissistic mother. I had a covert narcissistic mother. And you know what? It doesn't matter what type of narcissistic parent you have. There is no hiding away from the amount of abuse that you will get from it. Absolutely none. And her kids will end up with severe trauma issues. I wouldn't be surprised if she turns around and starts using them as tools in public. We do need to be very, very concerned for her children. Very concerned. Because unfortunately, it's not illegal to have narcissistic parents. At least she can't hurt too many people out in the public, but her kids are definitely going to be the ones that I'm going to be concerned for. It's very sad knowing that Colleen has children and they are going to be victims for the rest of their lives. She's not, I'll tell you this right now, she is not a good mom. Not everybody can be a parent. And things like that should never be parents. Not in a million years. There's a lot of victims involved with this woman. It's horrifying that this thing is going to hurt babies. Because they do. They really do. All right, guys, if you really enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, ring the bell. I would love for this to keep going. And I will see you next time for another episode of Trauma Pond HQ. Good to see ya. Bye.